Section: Introduction. In this section, we discuss the impressive abilities of large language models, LLMs, in natural language processing tasks, while noting that their reasoning skills can falter with complex, multi-step problems. To tackle this issue, we utilize the chain of thought (COT) approach, which encourages models to outline logical steps before reaching a final answer, thus improving their reasoning abilities. This method has led to a new practice called test time scaling, which boosts performance in challenging reasoning tasks. We recognize that larger LLMs find it easier to enhance reasoning skills due to their greater capacity, while small language models, SLMs, face more difficulties. However, we refer to findings from DeepSeek R1, which show that using supervised fine-tuning with synthetic data from stronger models can significantly enhance SLM reasoning performance. For example, this technique improved the accuracy of Llama-8B on the Math 500 benchmark from 44.4% to 89.1%. Following this success, various initiatives, like Bespoke Stratus 7B and OpenThinker 7B, have aimed to replicate these results. Despite the excitement, there are ongoing discussions about the best training focus. Some suggest scaling reinforcement learning for better reasoning, while others highlight the importance of diverse and high-quality reasoning datasets, indicating that even small datasets can improve performance. Instead of concentrating on individual techniques, we take a comprehensive approach tailored for SLMs, where limited capacity makes reasoning improvements particularly tough. Our methodology involves 2 stages of distillation, followed by preference learning that utilizes incorrect outputs from LLMs, and concludes with reinforcement learning based on the correctness of final answers. Initially, we use distillation during mid-training to instill basic reasoning skills, then apply it again in a fine-tuning phase to enhance generalization. We repurpose discarded incorrect outputs to create a preference dataset for further learning. Finally, we fine-tune the model using reinforcement learning with a reliable reward signal. To ensure stable training, we implement several targeted enhancements, such as optimizing prompts, rebalancing rewards through oversampling and filtering, and adjusting temperature during exploration. We validate our approach with Phi-4-Mini, a compact model with 3.8 billion parameters, resulting in Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning, which outperforms larger reasoning models like DeepSeek R1 Distill Qwen 7B and DeepSeek R1 Distill Llama 8B. In the background, we note that SLMs show great potential for reasoning. For instance, QWEN 1.5B achieved 83.9% accuracy on the Math 500 benchmark by distilling 800,000 examples from DeepSeek R1. While distillation is a powerful method for enhancing SLM reasoning, the best strategy for small models is still not well understood. Recent studies suggest that gradually increasing generation length through reinforcement learning can improve distilled models, and that data diversity and quality are crucial for success. However, simply applying isolated techniques can harm performance. For example, directly distilling certain datasets onto Phi-4-Mini leads to a significant drop in reasoning ability. This indicates that SLMs need more carefully designed data and training strategies to develop strong reasoning skills compared to larger models. Our goal is to create a comprehensive and effective training recipe for SLMs. We observe that non-reasoning SLMs require an initial mid-training phase to absorb a substantial amount of reasoning data before applying additional techniques. Key questions remain about the amount of mid-training data needed and the subsequent techniques to use. In this work, we systematically address these questions and propose a complete recipe for building high-performing reasoning SLMs. We introduce our full training recipe, starting with a pre-trained SLM and enhancing its reasoning capabilities through multi-stage continual training with a curated COT reasoning dataset, followed by reinforcement learning with verifiable rewards. Section Summary. In this section, we outline our comprehensive training approach for enhancing the reasoning capabilities of small language models, SLMs, through a multi-stage continual training process, which includes initial mid-training with a curated chain of thought dataset followed by reinforcement learning with verifiable rewards. We emphasize the importance of carefully designed data and training strategies to effectively improve SLM performance, addressing key questions about the necessary data volume and subsequent techniques for optimal results. Section: Distillation as mid-training. In this section, we frame distillation as a mid-training process. Initially, we train our base model to predict the next token using a large set of synthetic chain of thought (COT) data, which includes questions from various fields and difficulty levels. We generate COT-style answers using the DeepSeek R1 model and apply rejection sampling to keep only the correct answers. We pair each question with its correct COT answer and train the model using a standard causal language modeling approach. To enhance training efficiency, we use a packing mode, where we combine multiple short examples into a single input sequence. The aim of this mid-training step is to help the small base model develop general COT reasoning skills that it doesn't explicitly learn during this phase. We find it beneficial to use as much COT training data as possible until the model's performance levels off on a validation dataset. Next, we move to supervised fine-tuning after the model has learned a wide range of reasoning chains. Here, we select a compact yet representative subset from the mid-training dataset for fine-tuning. This process is done in a non-packing mode, teaching the model when to stop generating responses. We know that using high-quality data can significantly boost the model's performance and ability to handle complex questions, so we create a combined dataset that covers various math topics with difficulties beyond the college level. In the previous stages, we trained the model only on accepted responses, discarding those with incorrect answers. However, we question whether the rejected responses have any value. In this stage, we utilize these rejected rollouts to improve the model's performance. The quality of this rejected data is crucial for preference learning, as minor differences between incorrect and correct answers can help form useful preference pairs. We focus on questions categorized as high school level math or higher, as determined by GPT-4o-Mini. We then create a preference dataset by labeling correct answers as preferred and incorrect ones as dispreferred for each question. Finally, we apply direct preference optimization, DPO, to the model, where we compare preferred and dispreferred rollouts. To enhance the model's reasoning capabilities through online learning, we implement reinforcement learning, RL, on the distilled and preference-trained model. We describe the RL algorithms we have tested and our training approach. For proximal policy optimization, PPO, we apply it to fine-tune large language models through reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF. This algorithm uses a clipped surrogate objective to keep policy updates close to the previous policy, which stabilizes learning and improves sample efficiency. PPO aims to maximize the ratio of the new policy to the old policy, with a control parameter for clipping and an advantage estimate for each time step. In group-based relative policy optimization, GRPO, we estimate the baseline by comparing rewards within a batch of model responses, which helps reduce costs and improve training stability. For each question, we sample a set of candidate responses under the old policy, compute their rewards, and calculate the normalized advantage. GRPO then maximizes a clipped surrogate objective averaged over the group, including a penalty for divergence from a reference policy. Lastly, we explore reinforcement learning with verifiable reward, RLVR, which has proven effective for various reasoning tasks. Following previous research, we define the reward for a verifiable task based on the accuracy of the model's final answer, comparing the model's response to the ground truth answer. Section Summary. In this section, we describe our approach to model training through a multi-stage process, starting with mid-training using synthetic chain of thought data to enhance reasoning capabilities, followed by supervised fine-tuning on a curated dataset, and finally employing reinforcement learning techniques like proximal policy optimization and group-based relative policy optimization to further improve model performance and alignment. We also highlight the use of rejected rollouts to create informative preference pairs for direct preference optimization, ultimately aiming to refine the model's reasoning abilities through online learning with verifiable rewards. Section: RRL Recipe. In this section, we discuss our experience applying GRPO to train our base model, where we identified 3 key issues impacting training stability and effectiveness. First, we noticed high variability in response lengths. Even though our model generated reasonable chain-of-thought responses after some training, the lengths varied significantly within the same GRPO sampling group. For identical prompts, responses with positive rewards ranged from about 12,000 to 20,000 tokens. This inconsistency made it challenging to optimize the model effectively. Second, we encountered the vanishing gradient problem due to uniform rewards. When all responses in a group received the same reward, it resulted in zero variance in returns. The DAPO framework helps by oversampling and filtering out prompts with perfect accuracy, which keeps some advantage signals alive. However, we found that our model struggled with 2 specific issues when using DAPO. It was sensitive to differences in response lengths within groups, and for tough math tasks, we often needed to increase the GRPO batch size to 128 to get even one positive response. This imbalance between positive and negative signals hindered our reinforcement learning convergence, especially in smaller language models. Third, we faced challenges with the exploration-exploitation trade-off. While we used a higher sampling temperature to promote exploration, we typically lowered it to reduce output variance for math and coding tasks. This difference created a performance gap between training and evaluation settings. To tackle these challenges, we developed several methods to enhance the stability and effectiveness of our RL training. 1. Prompt optimization. We sampled multiple candidate prompts for RL training and kept only those that produced responses with similar token lengths, reducing instability from length variance. 2. Reward rebalancing through oversampling and filtering. Inspired by DAPO, we oversampled difficult prompts to ensure diversity and balanced the group by keeping all positive responses and randomly selecting an equal number of negative ones. We also filtered out prompts with high group-level accuracy to minimize length variance. 3. Temperature annealing. To balance exploration and exploitation, we started with a sampling temperature of 1.0 and gradually decreased it to 0.6 over the first half of the training steps, maintaining 0.6 for the rest. This approach allowed for broader exploration initially, transitioning to focused exploitation later. Additionally, we generated a large-scale reasoning dataset to support our training. We combined various public datasets and created new reasoning trajectories for math questions lacking them. We collected around 10 million rollouts from 1.6 million samples, ensuring a balanced dataset by annotating each sample with domain categories, difficulty levels, and patterns. We also verified the correctness of answers using a math verification tool and re-verified flagged rollouts with GPT-4o-Mini. The full dataset was utilized during mid-training, while later steps focused on selected subsets. Section Summary. In this section, we identify 3 key challenges in applying GRPO for model training: high variance in response lengths, susceptibility to vanishing gradients due to uniform rewards, and the exploration-exploitation trade-off. To address these issues, we propose methods such as prompt optimization, reward rebalancing, temperature annealing, and the generation of a large-scale reasoning dataset to enhance the stability and effectiveness of our reinforcement learning approach. Section: Experiment. In this section, we evaluate our model on 3 mathematical reasoning tasks: AME24, Math 500, and GPQA Diamond. We set the generation parameters with a temperature of 0.6, a top probability of 0.95, and a maximum sequence length of 32,000. For each task, we perform 3 runs and report the average performance. We compare our Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning model with O1-Mini and several leading small-scale reasoning models, including DeepSeek R1 Distill Llama-8b, Bespoke Stratus 7b, and OpenThinker-7b. For training, in the first 2 distillation stages, we use a batch size of 128, a learning rate of 0.00001, 5 training epochs, and a warm-up ratio of 0.1. In the first stage, we set the sequence length to 16,000 with a packing strategy, while in the second stage, we extend it to 20,000 without packing. For the rollout DPO phase, we use a learning rate of 0.00000005 for one training epoch with a sequence length of 16,000. During the reinforcement learning stage, we maintain a learning rate of 0.000005 and increase the sequence length to 25,000 to encourage exploration. Our results show that Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning, with only 3.8 billion parameters, outperforms all baseline models, even those nearly twice its size. We also conduct an ablation study to highlight the contribution of each training stage to the model's performance. In our ablation studies, we assess how our distillation training impacts reasoning capability and compare the stability of our reinforcement learning method with DAPO. We use the pass at K metric to measure reasoning boundaries, where the value is 1 if at least one of the K outputs passes verification and 0 otherwise. The average pass at K across the dataset indicates the proportion of problems the model can solve within K attempts. Our distillation pipeline significantly improves pass at K scores, showing that it effectively enhances the reasoning capabilities of the base model, laying a strong foundation for reinforcement learning training. This fine-tuning further boosts performance by about 7 points on average. We also compare our reinforcement learning method to DAPO. Our findings indicate that DAPO does not perform well in our context, as the consensus metric on the AMI dataset declines during training. In contrast, our reinforcement learning approach demonstrates greater stability and consistently improves upon the base model. Lastly, we developed Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning following Microsoft's responsible AI principles. We assessed potential safety risks in the model's responses using the Azure AI Foundry's Risk and Safety Evaluation Framework, focusing on harmful content, direct jailbreak, and model groundedness. The Phi-4-Mini-Reasoning model card provides further details on our safety and responsible AI considerations for developers using this model.